It's Quiet Abroad. Okay. Wanted to film something for you. If you hear noises, it's not me, it's my companions. If you're wondering. Welcome. I'm making a new series and I hope that it might be of some help to some of you out there. So if you especially are a woman, especially if you are solo and over 50 and feeling like you know you want to move abroad, you want to start a new chapter in your life, but you're like, well, maybe I'm too old for it and all of that. I totally hear you. Okay, so I'm starting this new series. I think I'm going to call it The Journey. I might change that because I am a creative. I might change that. So I am doing that Quiet Abroad thing where it's really sort of in the early part of my journey. I am slow traveling in order to find a place to maybe reside in retirement that feels comfortable. I don't want to get into a lot of the reasons why, but most of you watching this, if you're looking at being an immigrant or expat somewhere or retiring abroad, you probably could guess why I am wanting to. I really want to reside in a peaceful place. And so it's my journey for peace. There are a couple of things that could mess with that. The current worldwide situation, and my prayers go out to all those who have lost loved ones and who are living in danger right now. But as I'm filming this, a war has been started in the Middle East. I don't know how it's going to play out, except that folks are already losing their lives. So I send my prayers and my thoughts to loved ones and to the family and to those who have, lost their lives already. And as I'm filming this, it's early March. So who knows? It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. So where is safe in the world? Spirit, and you'll hear me refer to that. I am, you guys, a yoga teacher, meditation teacher, spiritual person. I'm following my intuition. You may or may not relate to that. You may, however you look at it, but these are some things that I have to really contend with if you want to follow along and see if it works or if it doesn't, this move abroad, especially for those of us in 50s and 60s and up. Our health, we have to think about our health abroad, managing our health, our wellness abroad, right? So our health abroad is going to be very important, right? New country. And the main thing, I'll put it in the middle, money. Do I have enough money to make this work, to start a new chapter abroad? Let me know if that's the thing you're concerned with. And the third thing is also then, will I integrate and find community and friends abroad? I feel like those are the three things: community, relationships, health, and finances. Those are the three that you can follow my journey. And right now, I'll be honest with you, the pain point for me as a retiree is, I'm going to tell you, there's a video, I might pop a screenshot of it here. This couple, and I think they're like, we retired with 300,000. Is it enough or something? And I'm like laughing because I could live the rest of my days if I lived to 200 on that much money. On what planet, as things are now, can you not live on $300,000? And I see all these YouTube videos. So if you're more like me, either working class or middle income, right? But still, I'm just like, I think that really is an American mindset. Wow, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems to me like that's a hefty amount of money. So I'm doing it on much, much less. I just mentioned that, like I said, I saw it and I nearly burst out laughing. So my journey is going to be about where can I afford to live that I enjoy, that I love? Where can I and how can I sort of maintain my health and my wellness? And then also, where can I have friends enough that I feel comfortable? Now, as an introvert, I don't need a whole group of friends. Let me know also if you're an introvert. I feel like I need 2 or 3 good friends and I'm good. Actually, 2 or 3 good friends is definitely enough for me. If you're an extrovert, maybe, you need a whole group that you hang out with regularly. So let me know, I'd be really curious. So in about 20 days from when I'm shooting this, I am intending to move to shift my slow travel investigation of where to live abroad to a new country. And I am nervous about it. I'm nervous about it because I've never been to this country. And again, that's the benefit of slow travel, guys. That's why I do talk about that on this channel. It's not it's not a huge commitment. It's not a marriage. Okay. It's not a marriage. It's dating. It is dating. It's not a one-night stand. Okay. It's dating. You're beginning with the slow travel. So I'm going to be slow traveling. So because I also get annoyed with YouTubers who say, I moved to Tanzania. I moved to Montenegro, and they were there a month. The word moved is just, yeah. Let me know if that annoys you too. So I'm going to this new country. The issue is I do not speak the language. I do not speak the language, and I have never been to the country. Now, I am a geek. I have done a lot of research on the country, more in a way of, what's the vibe? What's it like to live there? Less so on some of the practical aspects. So follow along with me and see how that goes. You know, a friend was saying to me, a friend who's an accountant, because we need friends who are accountants. She says to me, have you looked at like the daily cost of things, and do you have a daily budget? And I'm like, a daily budget? I said to her, no, I know how much money I have each month and that has to last. That's my budget. Like, that's it. Anyway, again, let me know which camp you would fall into, the daily budget or this is the pot of money that I have access to, and it has to last. It will last. I mean, I will fast a couple days, okay? If it doesn't last, I'll fast. I just came up with that. And I do have a backup plan for this country, because I don't want you to think, if you made it to 50, 55, 60, you have some smarts. You had some luck, you've had some smarts. So with this country that I'm moving to, I don't speak the national language, but I have some grasp of a secondary language, and I'm told that a certain segment of the population speaks English. So I'm going in with English, and I'm going in with a little bit of my secondary language. All right. So follow me on this journey. Please put your comments and questions below. Let me know if you can relate to one, really having to watch your budget. Right. And like I said, I know there are many Americans, and I don't mean to make fun of them. They may have like over $1 million saved, and they're like, is that enough? You know, versus the maybe working class or lower income person who wants to move abroad. So certainly watching me, if I can do it at all, to the degree that I do it, know that if your income is, you know, middle American, average American, then you can definitely do it. Okay. So it's like the canary in the coal mine. Look up that reference if you're not sure what it means. So do I have enough money? How can I maintain and work with my health? And how can I see if I can have enough friendships or community to feel comfortable in this new country? And yeah, please support the channel. As I've mentioned now, I am definitely on a limited retirement budget. If you're interested at all, check out it's called Quiet Exit. It explains sort of how I'm doing this, combining house sitting with judicious use of Airbnbs, how to find like the best and low cost in interesting areas. Yeah, how you can do it. I've done this, I think the longest stretch was 5.5 months. Okay, so if you're interested in my method and I take you all the way in depth, you can go through it in an afternoon. There are worksheets, and it's videos and worksheets. Yeah, it's very reasonable. And the link for that Quiet Exit, my masterclass, is below. Again, it's if you want to shift out of the US quickly and be able to stay for 3 to 6 months or even longer in other countries, primarily Europe, but a lot of it can be used in other countries as well. I also, because I am a yoga and meditation teacher, you can come for what I'm calling like holistic stress coaching. So especially if you're traveling and you're under stress, and you don't have to be traveling, but I'm just making this niche where I realize, and it's for another video, I'll share that, but traveling can be very exhausting. Being kind of on your own, it's a little disorienting, adapting to new countries. So basically, I teach you mindfulness and what I call the mindful meridian method. I teach you acupressure points for your health and mindfulness, and all sort of gently combined for you. So whether you're having insomnia Or if you're just more of a frequent traveler and you're having, like you arrive someplace, but you're jet lagged and you need to like present at a meeting. So I have two main sessions, one that wakes you up and gives you energy, even if you haven't slept, and one that helps you wind down and go to sleep while you're traveling, while you're having all the, dealing with different time zones. So you can hire me for that, and that's via Zoom, links below. And I don't think I mentioned it yet, but guess if you know what country I'm talking about, or even what region that you think I'm going to be going to in the next 20 days to really check out, to slow travel, and to see if it's a place that I might want to spend some time in retirement. All right. Much love, guys. I'll talk to you soon from the Quiet Broad Abroad.